name is Sikisa. I don't know if you can tell by my accent, but I'm black. We were very popular during lockdown, wasn't we? Yes. But I live in South London. I live near Brixton, and the best thing about Brixton is because I can get anything I want to in Brixton. Like, I can get my nails done, I can get my hair done, I can get my fruit and vegetables, I can see my cousin, all in one shop. All in one shop. Love Brixton. Love Brixton. But me and my family have been like dealing with technology during lockdown like most people, and I think that's the one thing that binded everyone together. Like, my mum is one of those people that doesn't understand technology. She's one of those people that will send me a WhatsApp and then call me straight after to let me know she sent me a WhatsApp. That's my mum. She's very desperate for me to have kids because I'm the only child. Like, she keeps coming out with this word that's getting on my nerves. She keeps going to me, Sikisa, you need to start courting. Courting, people, courting. Who uses this word anymore? I'm like, Mum, no one uses this word anymore because, number one, we're not in a Jane Austen novel. And if we was, I wouldn't be in it, because that's not how it works, yeah? That's we're serving someone, it's not how it works, yeah? But it's not like I'm very, picky. I'm very open with who I date. Like, I dated this guy who was really, really posh. And I say really, really posh, that meant in Camden, like, really, really posh. Like, he didn't know who Beyonce was, thought she was a type of dog, okay? But the first time we had sex, his personality completely changed. It was 5 o'clock in the morning. He was coming through the door with a bucket of chicken, baggy trousers on, fitted cap on. I was like, where are you coming from? He was like, yo, 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 bop to the shop, golden wonder, what flavour, salt and vinegar, cut from my brother, flakes from my sister, 10 BH in a packet of Rizzler, dash out the shop, all in the Zender, kick him in the teeth and pay him later, because I got a tick on my new night trainer. I was like, I'm not dating white people again. That's a lie, dick is dick, okay?
Parenting in lockdown, we had good days and bad days, you know. A bad day was when my son had an allergic reaction to a bath bomb, because he drank it. I said to him, why did you do that? Why did you do that? He said, it was so blue and sparkly, Mummy. I wanted it on the inside. And you can't argue with that, can you? That's quite, we've all been there with drinks. And I told my mum about it, and she went, what do you let him do that for? I was like, people say stupid things to parents, don't they? Like, what do you mean, what did I let him do that? I didn't give him a curly-whirly straw, did I? I didn't send him to Lush with a knife and fork. I tell you the worst one people say to parents that winds me up is, where do you think they get that from? I tell you who says that, my mum. My mum says, where do you think they get that from? I'm like, where do you think I get this from? My daughter's 13, so my son's 10, my daughter's 13. So she quite liked lockdown, I think, in some way, because she's got all the tech. She had a phone, and she loves her phone, because kids, we love our phones, but kids love their phones, don't they? It's like living with Gollum. She's like, oh, my precious phone, my precious. And at the beginning of lockdown, I had rules about screen time, and that all went to shit. Now they eat their breakfast with VR goggles, gaffer tape to their face. Lockdown was hard on different age groups. I'm 46, so it didn't hit me that badly. I quite enjoyed aspects of it, because I was looking for excuses to go out less anyway. But I think for younger people, it must have been a lot harder, because obviously they want to go out. I remember that. I remember being young, and you want to go out all the time. I remember if I saw a gap in my diary, I'd be like, oh, plug that or the voices will come. So don't want to take any chances. And a lot of the reason you want to go out when you're young, if I remember rightly, is because you want to get off with people, innit? You want to go out and get off with people. That's the point of going out. I remember when I was young, I'd go to any old shit do if I thought I could get off with someone. People would invite you to something, you'd be like, well, who's going to be there? Is there anyone there I can get off with? Well, go on then. I'll come to your nan's funeral. Go on then.
Hello, you guys. You look lovely. Glad to be with you. Very happy to be having a bit of a connection. Yeah, eye contact. Okay. That guy wants to fuck me. Absolute madness. I've been watching a lot of TV during lockdown, okay? And I've learned some things. Some things I would like to share with you. Okay. 99.999% of all solved murder cases in the past 3 years were only closed because of a Netflix documentary. Yeah. It's absolutely true. I wouldn't lie to you. And you know where I learned that? A Netflix documentary. It's true. Justice just doesn't happen any other ways, okay? The cops are busy eating donuts or beating up protesters or something silly like that. They don't have time to solve crimes. These movies are solving more crimes than these police officers. I have an idea. How about we send these police officers to film school? I'm so scared. So with these facts and these figures pouring in, with all this math I gotta do, I'm thinking, how do I get my murder solved? Okay, because it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. And I need to get myself in a documentary, okay? I need people to watch it and think to themselves, oh my God, who is that dead girl? She seems so fucking cool. Have you seen Don't Fuck with Cats? It is about this dude called Luca Magnotta, okay? And I'll tell you why I know his name. He is fascinating. He is such a weird man. And it's called Don't Fuck with Cats because he killed some animals in some videos, which is fucked up. It's not okay. But you know what's even more fucked up? He killed an entire man. Yeah, and I'm not trying to victim blame or anything like that, but I don't know that man's name. I guess what I'm saying is, let's call him Tim. If Tim was more interesting, it wouldn't be called Don't Fuck with Cats. It would be called Don't Fuck with Tim. I'm not gonna be like Tim. No. I'm out here. I'm putting my face out there. And guess what? I'm gonna be even more interesting than the pervert that kills me. Yeah, because it's gonna be a pervert. You know it is. But guess what? Joke's on him. I'm a pervert, too. I'm a horny little creep. I'll say it. I don't even care. Look me right in my eyes. I'm a horny little creep. When I saw 2 Girls, 1 Cup, I said to myself, not bad. I'm a horny little creep. I'll tell you so you can tell the world. So when my documentary comes out and it's a big hit, you'll be able to say to your friends when they say, oh my God, who is that dead girl? She is so cool. You can be like, oh, well, that's Kemah Bob. And I loved her before the murder. You're welcome. I've been Kemah Bob, and you guys have been pretty cool.
I don't want to share a bathroom with a man. And I don't want to share a bathroom with a trans person. And I don't want to share a bathroom with a cisgendered woman either. I don't want to share a bathroom with anybody. You were scared for a minute. And until last year, I lived in a flat with 1 toilet. And that is how I knew that I was in no position to take on a full-time husband. Recently, I moved into a house with separate bathrooms. Bam, married 3 months later. I've seen this man's perineum. I have never laid eyes on his toilet, and that is the key to our success as a couple. Try it. We had a civil ceremony in a courthouse. I didn't have a wedding. I didn't invite anyone. I didn't ask for any gifts because I'm a fucking adult. How much time and money does our society waste on the frivolity of marriage? The hen do, the flowers. This is a tough nut to swallow. But listen to me, nobody cares more about your wedding than you do. So sign the papers and grow up, Susan. British women in white dresses, as if. I do love my husband, Bobby K. I love him more intensely than I ever imagined would be possible. When I bumped into him, he was divorced. In terms of available men at our age, ladies, there are 2 choices: divorced men and killers. And there's a Venn diagram overlap. Divorced men are excellent because divorce humbles them. Those men have experienced the roller coaster of being confidently in love, to sharing a bathroom, to splitting their assets and standing in the ashes of that relationship with nothing left but golf clubs and a car loan. And those men are ready. I've never been divorced. Sure, I've made some mistakes, but none serious enough to involve a legal team. He has, though. Being married has taught me that if there's one thing more fun than feminism, it's the exploitation of misogyny, y'all. It's so much fun. So as single woman, tradesmen, water companies, IT consultants, they would ask to speak to my husband. And I'd have to prove to them that I wasn't an idiot and I could handle the call. Now, anyone who needs anything can speak to my husband because I don't know shit. Only my husband can read the electricity meter. I don't know. Only my husband knows how the computer works. Only my husband can pay your invoice. I don't know a fucking thing. I'm just his stupid little wife. La la, bring me wine. That's my life now. Only my husband can speak to my mother. Click, it's relaxing.
Talk about family tonight. I learned about family from a popular list sharing app. And when I say the phrase list sharing app, I mean the specific app that rhymes with tuba. When you book, the app gives you 3 verifications, so you get 3 things. You get a name, a face, and a star rating. But last year, I got a surprise. 2 out of these 3 things was fine. My star rating was high, my face was friendly, but my driver's name harrowed me because when I got my Uber driver's details through, my driver's name was Daddy. I looked at my phone. All that I knew is there was a black man called Daddy, and he was coming for me. And that throws up a lot of complicated emotions for a girl from a single-parent family. Because on the one hand, Daddy is coming in 6 minutes, great. On the other, 6 minutes is not enough time to prepare everything that I have to say. And then the stakes get higher. It's like, Daddy will wait for 2 minutes before driving off. And I'm like, no, Daddy, not again, no! My father is alive, just quite distant, whereas my mother and I are quite close geographically. It wasn't just my mum growing up, though. I was lucky. I had lots of aunties. Do you guys know aunties? Yeah. You don't. I think for you, an auntie is probably a female sibling of one of your parents.
That's right.
For me, an auntie was basically any woman whose presence I couldn't reasonably explain in my home. Strange woman making stew, auntie. Strange woman on the sofa, auntie. Strange woman all in black on a rocking chair, auntie, or a ghost. I have upwards of 50,000 aunties. And I know some of you thinking, oh, maybe an auntie's like a friend of the family. No. An auntie is basically any middle-aged West African woman with whom I accidentally make eye contact. Aunties are very sophisticated. My aunties and yours are currently communicating through the aid of new technologies, aka WhatsApp. Or as my aunties like to call it, what's up? Because my aunties are allergic to puns. One of my aunties used WhatsApp for something very unorthodox last year, matchmaking. She sent me a WhatsApp message I will never forget. It read, "Good morning, Soph. How are you? Someone told me to tell you that they are madly in love with you so much." Now, the first rule of Auntie WhatsApp is do not engage in Auntie WhatsApp. But it's a Monday morning, I was lonely, I was tired, I thought, you know what, I'll throw her a bone, I'll throw her a question mark. Nothing. And then in the 5 or 6 minutes that passed, I thought maybe someone really has got in touch with my auntie and told her that they are madly in love with me so much. Maybe they are so madly in love with me that they went to the person I would least expect, and if I miss out on this, I could be missing out on love. So at 9:19, I replied to my auntie, who? And auntie replies, not missing a beat, Jesus. Do not negotiate with terrorists!
I hate my partner at this point of lockdown, so I've been watching a lot of porn. Now, people say that porn gives you unrealistic expectations. I've a solution for that. Watch Scottish porn. Scottish porn is gritty realism. Scottish porn is the most depressing porn I've ever seen. I've watched every Scottish porno on the internet. Some of the clips, you're like, how can I even tell these people are Scottish? There's not much dialogue. Let me tell you, I knew. With a depressing inevitability, I knew my own people, because it's just pale, hairy white bellies smashing against each other like water balloons filled with yogurt. Every few seconds, a little voice off camera goes, oh, aye. Or memorably, tug on my pubes, Rona! But I meet a lot lot of young people at my shows now who see sexuality as a spectrum, and it's very progressive, and I think it's great. And I says to my little boyfriend, now people view it this way, could you be anywhere else on the scale of sexuality? He answered really earnestly. He was like, I've thought about it, but I honestly don't think I would like to suck a dick. I was like, baby, no one likes to suck a dick. It's really just a polite thing to do. See how she's clapping? Men in the audience, do you notice how more women laughed at that? She clapped because her jaw's too sore to laugh. I've been going to the gym a lot since they reopened, and I'm knackered, man, and it's hard to motivate myself to go, but anytime I feel too tired to go, this is what I do, right? This is my motivational advice. I think to myself, hey, Fern, you think you're tired now, but think how tired you'd be if you had a baby! Then I go back to sleep. I realised there's no bad situation in my life that cannot be improved by me imagining I have a baby. Then I go back to not having a baby. Try it. It only works if you don't have a baby. If you do have a baby, you've got to take care of it. So I'd always hated babies. Had very clear feelings on that. And then overnight last year, babies everywhere started to look cracking to me. And I was like, I want a baby. Intellectually, I don't want a baby. I'd like to keep my lovely money to myself. But my body is at that sexy age where it's trying to trick me, and it makes me think things like, but Fern, if you had a baby, it would be like a friend that could never leave. I mean, what is that? Can you imagine being so lonely you have to shag your pals into existence? When I think about it, that's all a family is. Run out of pals to do stuff with. Don't worry, make new ones out your hole. I've been Fern Brady. You've been lovely. Good night.
Fern Brady, ladies and gentlemen.